Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So today I'm going to be talking about a brand that I haven't done a lot of videos on and I will be doing more of, and that is YSL. It's not that I didn't want to do YSL, it's just that I've not had products that have kind of caught my eye. I will be doing another video on their mini clutch eyeshadow, but today I'm going to focus on the newly launched All Hours Hyper Bronze. I decided to pick up two of the shades. I initially picked up 05 Dark Sienna because the head makeup artist who was there at the time said that this would be really good for my skin tone. But then I saw other shades and I really wanted a shade that was a little bit more natural on my skin, not so warm, so that I could have two to kind of use when I felt like I wanted something a little bit more cooler tone. I went with number 3, which is Gold Medina. And so I've got two of these shades and I wanted to show you how they look. I did a recent Instagram video with me putting on the Dark Sienna, and today I'm also going to do a short video using the Golden Medina, and I will put that on and add that to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed to my Instagram, please do that as well. I'll put the handle below and keep abreast of things that I post that I might not necessarily post on my YouTube channel. So let's take a look at this. Now, this has gone viral and for good reason. I think the packaging is superb, which you'll see shortly, but also it's a very, very good bronzer. I love bronzer. I've got Marc Jacobs, Pat McGrath, I've got Charlotte Tilbury, and now YSL. I think that once you see this formula, I think you're going to love it. It says Bronze Tan Sculpt. The YSL multi-use bronzing powder provides a flawless, natural second skin, sun-kissed warmth. All-day buildable sheer to medium bronze, subtle sheen effect, natural matte warmth, soft and weightless texture that blends seamlessly into skin. Use it full face for a diffused tan look where sun hits to enhance natural tan, or onto hollows of the face to sculpt and define angles. Infused with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide and limetta extracts from YSL Beauty or Rika Community Gardens. There's a 24-month shelf life on these, so this lasts a long time, and they're made in France. And like I said, I've got both colours. Now, I believe there are 5 shades, so I've picked out 2 of the 5 shades. I didn't pick out number 1, number 2 because it would be far too light on me. Number 4 was a little bit more like 5, which kind of leaned towards the more reddish undertone, whereas number 3 is going to be good for kind of like just a cool toned bronzer. So I'm quite excited. Now, I've got a really clean face here. I've got foundation on. I've actually reviewed this in another video, this particular foundation, and it's the YESHADOW one, and you can see how glowy it looks. I'm really impressed with this particular foundation. It's the colour Citrine because that is my colour match. So I just wanted to show you the foundation that I have on. This is the YESHADOW Revitaliscent Skin Glow Foundation. I think this is new. I don't have a lot of YESHADOW foundations, but when I tried this on in store, I just loved this kind of glow that it gives me. It's so beautiful. So that's what I've got on. It is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. So that's what I have on at the moment, and that's it pretty much, and some skincare. So yeah, so let's take a look at this. Now, we'll go with the lighter one first, and it is 03 Golden Medina. I'm going to use this as well as a shadow on my eyes as well as a bronzer, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of lip and then give you my thoughts on this particular shade, and then I'm going to start again and I'm going to put on the other shade and show you what that looks like as well. So I'm going to open the packaging up. It comes in this gorgeous box, the gold YSL box. You take it out, and then this is the packaging. Isn't that gorgeous? It's brown, it's got the YSL going down in gold lettering. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous palette, and this is what it looks like. So you can see that it's more like a cool toned colour, but it's gonna look really lovely on my skin. It reminds me a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury, where she had those 2 shades that I kind of fleeted between. But take a look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is the packaging. And I can see why it's gone viral, because it is beautiful packaging. Here we go. So this is the shade 03 Golden Medina. When you look at it in the pan, it actually does look a little bit sort of golden as well, even though it's cool tone. When I mean cool tone, it's in comparison to number 5, which I'll show you shortly, and you'll see side by side when I put them together why this one kind of looks more cooler compared to the other one. But when you do look at it, it does look kind of more goldy. But let's do a swatch. Look at that. Wowzers. Okay, here we go. So here is the hand swatch of the shade. So inside here you have a mirror, but it also has like a protector, so I'm just going to pull that off. We're going to go into this shade first. So I've got my Sonia G brush. This is her jumbo bronzer brush, and I used this for the video for the 05 shade, and it just looked gorgeous. So I'm going to use it again for this shade. So here we go. Wow. That's so pretty. I'm just going to do the other side now. It's definitely leaning more like to the cooler yellow side, even though it's golden when you look at it. It's a lovely, more cooler shade to what I've already picked up. It's really pretty, and you can take more, add more, but you can see how, I suppose, how blendable it is. So it does remind me of the Charlotte Tilbury one in the sense that it's got more of a different, so there's undertone to this one than number 5, which you'll see the difference. Oh, that's really, really nice. So I'm going to take that shade and I'm going to put it on as a shadow as well now. So I've got the colour here. I'm just going to put it in the socket of the eye. Well, that's really lovely as an eyeshadow as well. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of lip, some mascara, brow, liner off camera, and I will be back with my thoughts on this particular look and the shade and how it is on me. So I've just gone away and I've added some brow, some mascara, some liner and some lip. Now the lip is a new product that I've just done a review on from Tom Ford, from the slimline lipsticks that they've just launched, and it's called Open Back, and it reminded me of this bronzer. I thought it would be good to pair it together because they kind of complement each other really, really well. This is how it looks as a full look, and it's really, really pretty. I've got Lisa Eldridge's mascara on with her kitten eyeliner as well, and you can see that I've just done a little flick and it works, and it's so simple to use and so easy to use. But yeah, I really, really like it. So this is the first bronzer in 03. So I've just gone away and I've added a little bit more off camera because I did a little reel, and you can see it a little bit more now, and it's, yeah, it's really, really nice. I like it a lot. It's different to like the Pat McGrath's and the Charlotte Tilbury a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit warmer, but it just really suits my skin tone really, really well. And yeah, I'm really, really happy picking up number 3 because it is very different to number 5, which I will be showing you very, very shortly. Okay, so we are starting again, and I've just put the foundation back on again, and we're going to try the other shade now. This is the shade that I put on my Instagram quite recently. It is the warmer of the two. The other one, you'll notice the difference. I'll do a side-by-side look. This one is the exact packaging, exactly the same in terms of packaging, but it's the more kind of warmer toned bronzer. A bronzer should be warmer toned, to be fair, to be correct, but I liked the tone of the other one because it was a bit more neutral and something I could build on, whereas this one has that kind of warm look immediately, and you'll see what I mean. This is the packaging, and then this is what the colour looks like. So you can see it's definitely more on the warmer red tone side. Let's quickly do a hand swatch. So you can see that's definitely more warmer. Okay, so let's put this one on now together. Here we go. Definitely see it's more warmer immediately. Gorgeous. And that's how it looks. Now what's interesting is this is perfect for my skin tone right now because I'm tanned. I think the other one will probably be better when I am a little bit more fairer because of the kind of cool goldy tone to it. I really like this for now, and I'm really surprised because normally in a shade range this would be somewhere midway, especially when I've looked at bronzers from like say Gucci, because Gucci seemed to go quite dark quite early in the spectrum of the colours. Like I remember it going quite dark sort of earlier on than this, as in this is the darkest shade, and I even think they could go darker than this. It may show on a darker skin tone, but I don't know if another colour should be sort of after this or even after that as well, because I just think 5 is quite limited for the amount of shades there should be. But that's just me, because I mean I've gone for the darkest shade and number 3, and I'm medium, so you can imagine someone who's a darker skin tone would probably need like 2 shades darker, or maybe a shade darker at least. So I think they need to bring out more shades in my opinion. I definitely like the way it looks on my skin, this one right now. What I'm going to do now is take the colour and just put it in the eyeshadow socket so you can see it as a shadow. That's lovely as a shadow. It's really complementary to my skin tone. I think this is probably the best out of the two for me right now. And I think maybe as I go a bit lighter, the other one will be better as I go lighter. But for me and my tan right now, this is perfect. It's really, really pretty. What I'm going to do is just go off, get some bits on, and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. And I'll put these two side by side and just do side by side swatches so you can see how they differ. And then I'll give you my final thoughts on what I think about these. Okay, so I've just gone away. I've added some mascara, some liner, some brow, and I've used one of the Tom Ford Slimline lipsticks as a kind of stain. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the bronzer because I think I can kind of make it a little bit more intense now that I've got other makeup on. So I'm going to go in with my Sonia G Jumbo bronzer brush, which I love for bronzer. And I'm just going to dab it on my cheeks and just intensify it a little bit more, because I think I can with the fact that I've got the other makeup on now, so it just looks a little bit more intense. Oh, that's really, really nice. Wow. So this is number 5 YSL bronzer. So I promised you a side-by-side kind of comparison, and you can see the difference that this one is more yellow and more goldy and cooler, and this one is more reddish and kind of has that undertone. So you can see how if you're tanned, this will look gorgeous on you, and I think if you're a deep or a medium, this will look gorgeous on you. I think this will suit someone who hasn't tanned that much, that just wants a little bit of colour. It's not necessarily like that warmth that you'd get from a bronzer. It's more like kind of more sculpted look you'd get with this. So I kind of like the fact that I've got two that I can play with and get the look that I want on that particular day. So those are the two shades. I'm just going to do a hand swatch for you to compare the two. So here are the side-by-side comparisons. So you can see that this one is definitely more cooler and this one is more warmer, and they are quite different. So this is 3 and this is 5. I like them both. Right now I prefer this one. So this is the final look with the dark Sienna palette, and I just wanted to show you it with the kind of more orangey red lips so that you can see how it looks if you've got a nice tan. It's really gorgeous. I love the fact that it's matte. I have some bronzers that have a bit of a shine to it, but I like the fact that this doesn't, because it's a nice thing to have. It's a little bit different than what I have already. This is the final look with 05. Okay, so that is it. Those are the two shades that I've picked up from YSL and their bronzers. I was really surprised. I actually gone to YSL to pick up something else, and then she said, oh, look what we've got in stock. And I thought, oh, I've heard a lot about these, but I haven't actually tried them yet. So I thought, what a good way to kind of show you how they look on me and to just give you an idea of the differences between those two shades. Like I said, I didn't pick up 4 because 4 is very similar to 5, and then 1 and 2 were just too light for my skin tone. I think they should bring out more shades. I don't know if the darkest one will show as well on someone who's darker than me, because it's just sort of like that's it, and then there's nothing beyond that colour, and you know, they need to kind of extend the range. Personally, I think they need more shades, especially because I've seen high-end brands do that, like Gucci, who have more of a shade range for different skin tones. Fenty Beauty, Dior have fantastic shades, and I know I bought quite a dark shade in one of the Dior bronzers way back when, because I really wanted something to really show up. I think it's worth you going into store, worth you exploring and trying on, you know, the ones that you think will match you, and get the makeup artist to tell you what would suit your skin tone, because they understand their products and they should know which one would look good against your particular skin tone. So my first piece of advice would be go into store and try these on, because they all look different. Unfortunately, when I went, they didn't have any testers. It was pretty much kind of like luck of the draw, but the people that I'd spoken to were well trained and knew what would suit me. I went with their advice. That is it. I really hope you enjoyed my video. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you picked up any of these? I'd love to know. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.